Okay, hello. Okay, so hello and welcome to my first live webinar on Englop. We are going to play a game together today. We're going to play a game called Jeopardy. However, I am just having a little technical difficulty that I had set it all up on PowerPoint, and I have found a streaming program that will let me stream the PowerPoint onto YouTube, but it doesn't seem to be connecting into the link that we've set up. So we might just have to play it by ear a little bit and hope for the best. I'm not quite sure how it's going to work. So I can see that we have got a few people in already and watching this stream. So I'd just like to say a quick hello, hi, thank you for joining us on our Englop webinar this morning. If you would like to send me some comments, then I do believe they should show up. I don't think that unless I go back into my other stream, I won't be able to put those on the screen for you to see, but I will be able to read those. So those of you who are with us already and watching, if you just want to put a quick message to say hi, so I know who's out there and who's watching, that would be great. And obviously I can read those out and share that a little bit with you all. Okay, so this morning we are going to, of course, it's morning where I am. It may not be morning where you are. So feel free as well to let me know what time of day it is where you are. And apologies if I keep referring to it as the morning. It is still quite early where I am here. It's just gone 9 o'clock in GMT where I am in London. But yes, so today in our live stream, we're going to try again playing a version of the game called Jeopardy. But I know for those of you who saw Sasha's last time, she had some difficulty doing that online with her high-tech version. So I have made a low-tech version, which of course is back to front because of us being on a webcam. So we can play back to front Jeopardy. Yay! All right, doesn't that sound like a fantastic idea? So I am going to put our back to front board up on the wall behind me. It may fall off, but we don't need to worry about that too much. So if I put it about there, we can hopefully see it. So we're, oh no, that's not good. Yeah. All right, I may not do this. We might give up on this idea in a minute, especially if it's pulling the paint off the wall. Okay, so there we have our scoreboard. So we have got questions related to pronunciation, vocabulary, and correct the sentence. Now, if you're there, Siska is there, she says, yay, let's play. All right, Siska, seeing as I know you're out there, thank you for joining us. Would you like to choose? Shall we start off with pronunciation, vocabulary, or correct the sentence? Let's just wait a second. Go on, Siska, can you type a quick response for me, please? Okay, let's not do that. Let's hold it like this. Okay, now let's just have a look and see. Okay. I'm just going to try something here, and I need to have a little bit of feedback from you about whether or not this is actually working. So I just need you to tell me in a moment, Siska, or whoever else, any of you Englop members who are watching this. I am attempting to share a screen with you now, and I would just like a little bit of feedback about whether or not you can actually see the screen. If I click on there, is it connecting it? Is it connecting it to what you can see on YouTube? That's my question. No, it's not. Okay. All right, so I will have to do a little bit of work on that. Because all of the questions are on my PowerPoint, and so if I can't get that to share with you, I don't know quite how we're going to play. Okay, anyway, never mind. We'll carry on. We'll make it up as we go along a little bit, and just see what we can do. Fortunately, because I don't have a lot of luck with technology the first time I use it, I also have a paper version, so I will be able to read the questions. It's not going to look as pretty as the exciting PowerPoint version that I was hoping we could do. Never mind, let's get the game going. We're not going to worry about minor little details like technical errors, even if it is going to make particularly the pronunciation section a little bit more complicated for me to do without telling you the answers. Never mind. Okay, so I can see that we have a few members who've joined in who are making some comments. So Siska has said, yes, let's play. Oh, let's start with vocab. Kimanto has also joined us. He's saying hello to Siska. And stop chatting with each other. Chat with me, okay? All right, let's start the game. For those of you who don't know how to play Jeopardy, including me, I've never watched it on TV because it's an American thing, but I've watched Sasha do it with you guys, so I'm basing it all on her. If she does it wrong, we blame her. So we are going to choose a category. We can choose between the categories of pronunciation, vocabulary, or correct the sentence. Within each category, we can choose, do we want to go for a 100-point question, a 200-point question, or a 300-point question? And I have actually hidden in here one special 200-point one special bonus question where you get 2 times the points, but I'm not going to tell you which one it is. But you've got huge potential to win. So whereas normally there'd be a total maximum points of 1,800 points, because we've got an extra bonus, there will be more than that to win. But you need to keep track of your own points as you play at home. Okay, Siska has requested a vocabulary one to start. Siska, do you want a 100, a 200, or a 300-point question? It might take a little bit of time to reply. So let's start off with the 100-point vocabulary question, which in order to do, I may need some extra paper, because as I say, I've had all of this beautifully prepared. Do you know what we can do? We can use the back of the board, except that I will have to try and write backwards, which is not the easiest thing to do. Oh, that letter is hard backwards. Okay, just bear with me for 2 seconds. This is really testing me now. Ha! Success, I believe. Okay, so our vocabulary question for 100 points. Which word fits the sentence? Which word fits the sentence? Our sentence is going to be, the ball went beep the window. The ball went beep the window. Oh, sorry, I kind of messed up on the G. It's hard writing backwards. Let's take a quick look. The ball went beep the window. Now, both of these words are the word through. The ball went through the window, or the ball went through the window. 1 or 2. Let's have a little moment while we wait for those of you watching to give me your answers. So we're going to give you a little bit of time. Is it the ball went through the window, or the ball went through the window? For 100 points, send me your answers now, please. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds. Please message me your answers now. Is it 1, the ball went through the window, or 2, the ball went through the window? Siska is telling me that the words are actually in reverse. I deliberately wrote it backwards. So what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing it the right way round. Let's just take it off. I didn't bring anything to wipe it through. And try it the other way around. All right, if you're watching, I need you to give me an update. Is it going to be the right way round if I write it like this? Is this now the right way round? Yes or no? Okay, I have one answer. Anyway, sorry, I got my klaxon sound effect. Are we ready? No, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. It's the cheesy bits of the best, aren't they? Okay, so the correct answer is this spelling of the word through. Okay, so I've got a message through that just says yes. Yes, what? Yes, is it better this way? Or yes, it was better before? Be a bit more specific, please, please, please. Okay, so the correct answer to the first question, the ball goes through the window, should be with this spelling of the word through. Okay, if you got that right, then please give yourselves 100 points, and I will just put a cross through vocabulary for 100 points. Okay, there we go. All right, well done. If you got that right, then you have 100 points. If you didn't, let's just give you a short explanation. So this version of the word through is the past tense of the word throw. So we're not actually, I deliberately confused you by making it about a ball, because normally when we give examples of throwing, we would say he threw the ball. He threw the ball, but in this case, he threw the ball through the window. So this spelling of through is when it moves beyond through. Through, it's going through something. Through is actually quite a hard word to explain. It passes, it's not going in, It's not going over or under, it's going through. So it went through the window and broke the window. Okay, so Siska says she's got 100 points. Cynthia's also joined us. Hi, Cynthia. Have you managed to get any points or not yet, Cynthia? Also, guys, please let me know which way round is better with the writing. Was it better when I wrote it backwards? Did it look backwards? Or do I need it the right way round and it looks the right way round? Please share. Okay. All right, so we have done a vocabulary question. You can tell I'm sweating now, it's rubbing off here. What kind of question should we go for next? Would you like a pronunciation question? Would you like a correct the sentence question? Or would you like another vocabulary question? Oh, I see Kimanto has sent me a message saying vocab 100. We just did vocab 100. You can't have another one. I tell you what, I'll give you a vocab 200 question instead. All right. So this question is for 200 points. Okay, Kimanto. For 200 points, let's have a look. Okay. Give me 1 second. Again, I do apologize for this. As I said, I did make you a PowerPoint presentation, but it seems that to use the software I used, I can't send you the link and set up the live in advance. I have to do it as we go. So I'll know that for next time. It just means that you'll have to look for the link at the time that I'm going live. I won't be able to send it in advance. But yes, okay. So vocabulary for 200 points. Which word fits the next sentence to mean he prevented it from happening? Now, those of you who watch the Word of the Day video every day, we have covered this word in a Word of the Day video. So it might be really easy, but if you've missed a few Word of the Day videos, you might not know it. Okay, so my sentence is going to be, he put the something on it. He put the something on it. And we're looking for a word that means he prevented it from happening or he stopped it from happening. Is it going to be number 1, kibble, or number 2, kibosh? Please let me know if the words are the right way around or not, because if not, I'll try and write them the other way for you. Okay. He put the kibble on it, or he put the kibosh on it. Which of those words means that he stopped it from happening or he prevented it from happening? He put the kibble on it, or he put the kibosh on it? No answers yet. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to answer. Oh, we've got one answer that's come through already. I'm liking that. I'm not going to tell you if it's right or not just yet. We're going to give just a moment for the others to give the answer. Okay. I love this. All right, so Kimanto is saying kibosh. Siska is saying, I completely have no idea. Oh, you haven't been watching your Word of the Day videos every day, have you, Siska? You've let it slip. She says, is it kibosh? This is kibosh with an O, Siska, kibosh. And then Cynthia is saying kibble. So not everybody is going to get points for this one. Let's have a quick look. Time is up. The sound effect's got a delay on it now. Hang on. All right, let's not do that then because it's taking too long. Okay, so the correct answer, there we go. Time's up. The correct answer is Kibosh. Well done to Kimanto and also to Siska. You got yourself 200 points. There we go. If you got that correct, give yourself 200 points. You're going to have to keep track of your own scores because I'm not that good at maths. Well done. For anyone who wasn't sure, kibble is actually cat litter, I believe. It's a brand, or is it cat food? It's something to do with cats. Anyway, it's something you find in the pet care aisle at the supermarket. Whereas putting the kibosh on something is stopping something from happening. Okay, yeah, Kimanto's celebrating. He got his 200 points. Well done. Okay, let's not have another vocabulary question. Let's try one of the other ones next. Cynthia, would you like to have a choose? Yes, Cynthia says she has no idea at all. That's all right. We all get these things wrong. Language is easy if you know it and difficult if you don't. So that's fine. We're all here to learn. Siska says, should I get the point? I was following my gut, LOL. Absolutely. One of the best ways that you can learn language is by following your instincts. And the more often you listen to English, then the more your instinct or your gut gets accurate. So yeah, so follow it. Trust your instincts. That's absolutely the best way. And when we're in an environment like this, it's a safe space. If you get it wrong, it's not the end of the world. You just miss out on the points. Nobody's going to die. Okay. Yeah. All right. So give me a clue. What should we go for next? Do we want to try pronunciation or do we want to try correct the sentence? For 100, for 200, or for 300 points. Any of you can answer. I'm waiting for the next message that comes in. We give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, nobody's choosing. Fine. Then I am okay. Siska's going for a difficult one. Siska is going for 300 points and complete the sentence. Okay, now, Siska, you have landed on the jackpot with that request because the sentence that I am going to write for you has 2 possible correct answers. And if you manage to get both of them, then you will get a massive 600 points. Okay, so I want you to look at this really carefully. Can you come up with 1 or 2 different ways of correcting the sentence? I'm going to write it the right way round and hope for the best. Okay, here we go. Bear with me 2 seconds. Oh, Siska, I know at this time of night you get hungry, and we were talking about food in our Zoom chat before. This is also food related, I'm sorry. So you're going to be starving by the end of this. Okay, let's hope. It's quite a long sentence. I hope I have room on my board. And let's hope you can see this clearly enough. Okay. Sorry, I've missed out a word. That's not going to help, is it? Sorry, this is going to make it look a little bit confusing. So what I have written on the board here says, I shouldn't be eating that cake when I'm on a diet. I shouldn't be eating that cake when I'm on a diet. Okay, can you correct that sentence? As I said, there are 2 possible correct answers. See if you can get them. I shouldn't be eating that cake when I'm on a diet. That's not a correct sentence, is it? It was even less correct when I forgot to put the word eating in. Sorry about that. Whoops, teacher error. Yeah, see what you can do. I shouldn't been eating that cake when I'm on a diet. How can we correct that sentence? I see Siska's had a go. We'll give you just a minute more to get a couple more entries coming in. Meanwhile, let's see if I can get my klaxon effect to work. I shouldn't been eating that cake when I'm on a diet. Dun, dun, dun. Time's up! Okay, let's see what answers we have. Okay, so, Siska's deleting her messages now. She's like, no, I'm not getting it right. You should have faith. Trust your gut, Siska. It might have been okay. All right. Cynthia's saying, I shouldn't have eating that cake when I'm on a diet. Okay. Cynthia, you're so almost there. So almost there and not quite. You have added in a word that we do need, but you've deleted off one of the words that you should have kept. All right, let's see. What else have we got? Siska's saying, I shouldn't eat that cake when I'm on a diet. I shouldn't eat that cake when I'm on a diet. That is a perfectly acceptable answer. Siska, you get 300 points for that one. Well done. Kumanto says, I shouldn't eat that cake when I'm on a diet. Same answer. Well done. Okay, 300 points for that. Siska, I shouldn't eat that cake when I'm on a diet. She's got that twice. Yeah, okay. Yeah. If you write the same thing twice, you still only get 300 points though. Siska, if you want 600, you have to give me a different answer. Okay, so I am going to go out on a limb here and I am going to give Cynthia 150 points for her answer. Okay, Cynthia, because you're halfway there, but not all the way there. And nice teachers do that. We give you bonus points to make you feel better, all right? So Kumanto and Siska have 300 points, Cynthia 150 points for this answer. So we can say, I shouldn't have been eating that cake. Okay, so I shouldn't have been eating that cake. But the other answer that you gave, I shouldn't eat that cake when I'm on a diet, that's also correct and acceptable. Actually, if I'd realized, we could have had 3 lots of different points, because we could also say, I shouldn't be eating that cake when I'm on a diet. So there you are. There are lots of different possible correct answers, and that can make it really, yeah, Cynthia says she forgot the bean. Don't forget the beans. If you were Jack and the Beanstalk and you forgot the beans, there'd be no plot, would there? The beans are important. Yeah. So there we go. So sometimes when you're trying to correct a sentence, there can be more than one different way of correcting it. And that can make it really hard to know, well, which is the best way? Which is the right way that I'm supposed to correct it? And there are subtle differences between those different possible options. So if we said, I shouldn't eat the cake when I'm on a diet, that is still in a very neutral tense. So we haven't eaten the cake yet. We're kind of thinking I might eat it or I might not. And it's a bit unclear. We're still possibly even making the decision, should I eat it or not? Well, I know I shouldn't, but it's a cake and I want it. It's going to be yummy and taste good and make me happy, even if fat. So we might still be in the decision-making process there. And we could say, I shouldn't eat that cake when I'm on a diet, and then look at it for a few seconds more and still eat it. Still gonna eat it. I always do that. I eat more cakes when I'm on a diet than when I'm not. So I try to not diet in order to lose weight. Yeah. Whereas the way that I've changed it here, I shouldn't have been eating that cake when I'm on a diet. That cake is gone. It's gone. It's gone. I might be partway through it, but yeah, it's hit my stomach. Like the cow already adding fat to my hips, even just thinking about it. I shouldn't have been eating that cake when I'm on a diet. So it's a different tense. Now the other option that I said we could do, I shouldn't be eating that cake when I'm on a diet. I shouldn't be eating that cake when I'm on a diet. Let me just, nice thing about whiteboards, they're easy to edit. Okay. I shouldn't be eating that cake when I'm on a diet. That means that I'm actually eating the cake at the moment. I shouldn't be eating that cake when I'm on a diet. Yeah, I'm eating it right now. And it's good. It's covered in chocolate. It's oozing fudge sauce. Oh, it's good. All right. So there we go. So make sure you have your points, and well done. I think you all did a very good job with that sentence. Okay, what shall we go for next? Let's just cross off correct the sentence for 300 points. That is gone. Would we maybe like to try one of our pronunciation? Yeah, Cynthia, you haven't given me one yet. Would you like a pronunciation for 100, which is the easy ones? Would you like one for 200? Or would you like one for 300? What do you think? What shall we go for next? I'll just give you a second to answer while I clean off my board with my thumbs. I should have brought a tissue through, but I thought we were going to be doing this with a PowerPoint, so apologies for not having done that. Yeah, what do we think? Shall we start off easy with the pronunciation? Shall we go for a 100-point one to start with? Yeah, let's. Okay, I am going to write 4 words on my board. 3 of them rhyme, and 1 of them is the odd one out. For 100 points, you need to be able to tell me which is the odd one out. Okay, it's easy if you know the answer. It's hard if you don't. My daughter found this one quite difficult, so yeah, she's only 5 though. Right, there we go. So I'm not going to read these words, because if I read the words, you're going to hear the difference, and that's going to make it much easier. So when I explain it, then I will read the words. But for now, just take a look at these 4 words. Try saying them out loud or saying them in your head. How do they sound? Which one has a different pronunciation to the others? Which is the odd one out? Okay, I'm gonna get my klaxon ready. And 5, 4, 3, no answers coming in yet at all. You missed the question. All right, let's reread the question. Okay, so this is a pronunciation question for 100 points. One of these words is the odd one out. It's the odd one out because it has a different pronunciation to the other 3. So the other 3 all rhyme. By rhyme, I mean it has the same ending sound. So for example, hat, bat, and cat all rhyme because they end in the sound at. One of these words has a different ending sound, or doesn't rhyme with the others, even though they're all written with OVE at the end. OVE, OVE, OVE. So your challenge for 100 points is to tell me which is the odd one out. Which one doesn't rhyme? Okay, Cynthia's given me an answer. Nobody else has yet. In 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. And it's loading. Bear with us. We'll have a klaxon in a minute. Okay, Cisco is confused by this one. Cynthia's changed her answer. Okay, Kimanto's avoiding this question. He's like, no, I'm not doing this. Oh, he may actually have even had to go off and do something else. It's all the same, says Siska. It's all the same. It can't be all the same, or I wouldn't be asking the question. All right, so I will read the words. I want you to listen very carefully, and then let's see, can you tell me the different, yeah? You'll get it when I say them, you'll get it. It's easy if you hear it. Okay, love. Say it as well at home. Love. Shove. Shove. Stove. Stove. Glove. Glove. So congratulations, Cynthia. You got 100 points for your second answer. Well done. So do you hear it? The correct answer is stove. Stove is the odd one out. Yay, well done, Cynthia. So here we go. We've got love. Obviously, I'm guessing you all know what love is. Love is that lovely warm feeling you get when you hang out with your children or your husband or something. Okay. Shove. Shove means to push someone. So children in the playground might shove each other. Or it can be really annoying in the COVID times if you're in the supermarket and someone shoves you out the way. That's really frustrating. Stove. A stove is something that we use to cook on, and a glove we put on our hands either to keep it warm or maybe to keep it sterile if you're something like a doctor or a surgeon. Yeah, so the odd one out is stove, because we pronounce that with a long O sound. Stove. Whereas the rest, the OVE, is pronounced with an of sound. Of. Love. Shove. Glove. They're different from stove. Was that a tough one? Yeah, well done, Cynthia, for getting it right. And thank you, Siska, for also congratulating Cynthia. Well done. Okay, so we have managed our first pronunciation question with 100 points gone. What shall we go for next? Do we want to try vocabulary for 300? Do we want to try correct the sentence for 1 or 200? Or do we want to try some more pronunciation? I know for a lot of English learners, pronunciation is the hardest thing. And obviously when you're learning with me, then you'll be getting British pronunciation, which may be a little bit different from the American pronunciation that's more common in the media and the films and so on. If you want pronunciation, we can have one for 200 or one for 300. Let's have a look. What do you think out there? Siska says, yes, 200 pronunciation, please. All right, let's give it a go. Where are we? Okay, so I will write 2 words on the back of my board here. I will say one of them. All you have to do is message me, which word am I saying? It's easy, right? Or is it? Let's have a little look. So here we go. Dun, dun, dun. There are the two words. I am going to say leave. Leave. Which one is it? This one or this one? Which one is the word leave? Leave. Do, 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 do. Waiting for your answers, please. I see one has come in now. How about everyone else? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I won't stop now. Okay, all right. Well, the answers that have come in are all correct. So well done. The word leave is this one here. Leave as in go. I need to leave now. Bye, see you. Not really, don't go just yet. Yeah, this is the word leave, which has the sound, which is made with our lip, our bottom lip, touching our top teeth and then vibrating the bottom lip. Leave, leave, leave. This one is leaf, leaf, leaf. Okay, do you hear the difference? Leave, leaf. Okay, so even though to make the f sound at the end of leaf, we also have our teeth touching our bottom lip, but we're not vibrating it in the same way. It's more of a gentle blowing out of the air. Leaf, leave. Feel free to practice those at home as well. And well done on getting 200 points to Cynthia and Siska. Well done, girls. I don't know if the question was too easy or you ladies are just too talented. It could go either way. All right. I'm thinking, seeing as we've done 2 pronunciation questions and we've done 2 vocabulary questions, let's try another correct the sentence. So you guys choose, do you want one for 100 points or one for 200 points? Having a look at it, the 100-point one is a very common Indonesian error, but I think you're going to find it easy because I think you guys are going to know this one. The 200-point one is a question tag. Now, I promised that I was going to make a video about question tags because I know it's something people can find a bit difficult and I haven't made that video yet. So this is going to test you to see how much you need that. Osiska sent a message in saying Cynthia can choose. Okay. And you have to be quick, Cynthia, otherwise I'm going to choose for you. So correct the sentence for 100 or for 200. What do we think? I give you 5 seconds. If I don't have an answer coming in, then I will just choose one myself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cynthia's just, yeah, she's feeling under pressure. She sent me a nice sweaty emoticon. Oh, too much pressure. What should I choose? All right, let's go for the 100-point one then, yeah? Like I said, I think you're going to find that you know the answer to this one. I can't write it though. This is the difficult thing, isn't it? When I'm telling you to correct it and then I write it wrong, that's not helping anybody. Okay. So here we go. For 100 points, can you correct this sentence? I have ever been to Bali. I have ever been to Bali. That is an incorrect sentence. It is not something that you would ever hear a native speaker say. I have ever been to Bali. The question is, what should you say instead? Not, I have ever been to Bali. No. But what is the correct way of saying this sentence in native speaker English? Is it a tough one? Are you sitting at home going, but I thought it was correct. I always say I have ever been to Bali. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Come on, I'm going to wait for more answers to come in. I have ever been to Bali. This is not a correct sentence. How can we correct it to make it native speaker English? I have ever been to Bali. All right, let's see if we can get my klaxon at the ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's loading. Okay. Cynthia, you're really testing me on how to give out points today, aren't you? Okay. So, Siska has answered, I had ever been in Bali with a question mark. I don't think she's convinced by that answer, and she's right not to be. Cynthia has answered, I haven't ever been to Bali. Cynthia, I'm going to give you half points again, okay? So you get 50 points for that, because what you have said, I haven't ever been to Bali, is a grammatically correct sentence. It is grammatically correct, but it is the exact opposite meaning of the sentence that I was looking for. So, yeah, I haven't ever been to Bali is grammatically correct, but it means you've never been. What about if you have? And now I'm giving you a heavy clue. Oh, we got some more answers come in. I've been in Bali. So close. And Kimanto gets 100 points for giving me the correct answer, which is I have been to Bali. No ever. We don't use ever in a positive sentence. We use never in the negative, or I haven't ever. We would use ever in a question. Have you ever been to Bali? But the answer to the question, have you ever been to Bali, would either be, no, I've never been to Bali, or yes, I have been to Bali. We could also abbreviate this and make it I've. Yes, I've been to Bali. And if we were speaking, then I've been to Bali is the most natural way to answer. We would also be able to carry on instead of our full stop. We could say something like, I've been to Bali 3 or 4 times. I've been to Bali more than once. I've been to Bali once. Yeah. We could also change the grammar completely and say something like, I went to Bali on my honeymoon, or I went to Bali last year, but we wouldn't use ever in that sentence. Okay, so congratulations to Kimanto. You have got, what was that? That was our correct sentence for 100. So you got 100 points for your answer there. Well done. Okay, Cisco is asking, how about I've been in Bali? Like we ever stay in Bali? No, not like we ever stay in Bali. Never, never, never. How about I've been in Bali? You would use I've been in Bali if you're still there, and you would need to add a time period on the end. So we could say, I've been in Bali for the last 3 years. I'm still in Bali now. I've been in Bali for the last 3 years. So I've been in Bali for 3 years already, and I'm still there now. That's when we use it with in. But if we're having a conversation in Bandung or in New York or wherever we are, um, and we asked, have you ever been to Bali? But we're not in Bali right now, then we would need to say, I've been to Bali. Yeah? You see the difference? Oh, she says, I do. I see. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. All right. Good. Always glad to help. All right. What are we going for next? You're all avoiding the difficult ones here, aren't you? We could do correct the sentence for 200. We could do vocabulary for 300, or we could do pronunciation for 300. What are you thinking, ladies and gentlemen? What would you like to do next? Correct the sentence, pronunciation, or vocabulary? Give me an answer, please. Nobody wants to answer. Nobody wants to choose. All right, I'm going to have a look and see what's the most. There we go then. Humanto is saying vocabulary for 300. Here we go. We're in for the big bucks now. Let's see how many points you can get. Vocabulary for 300. Okay, this one is going to be a little bit complicated without the PowerPoint. Bear with me. Okay, so I am going to give you a sentence which you will have to listen to because it's too long for me to fit on the whiteboard. Okay, I will give you a sentence. The sentence that I am going to give you has in it the word disparaging. Nobody Google it. Google is cheating, okay? I would like you to tell me which of the options that I am writing here is the best simile for the word disparaging. Okay, so which has the closest meaning? So my sentence, sorry, let me give you the sentence first. My sentence is going to be, she was upset by his disparaging comment. Listen for me again. She was upset by his disparaging comment. Now, which of these words is the closest to the word disparaging in that sentence? Is it encouraging? So encouraging is being supportive. Is it belittling? Belittling has the word little in there. And belittling is when we make someone feel small. Or is it humorous? Humorous is something that is funny. So listen to the sentence again. Sorry, I know this would have been easier from the PowerPoint. She was upset by his disparaging comment. She was upset by his disparaging comment. Do you think the word disparaging is closest to the word encouraging, the word belittling, or the word humorous? Which one do you think is the closest? I see one answer. I see two answers. I see three answers. And the good news, ladies and gentlemen, playing along at home, is that you're all absolutely correct. So the correct answer is the word belittling. Something that is disparaging or belittling is like putting someone down. It makes us feel bad about ourselves. Yeah, I don't know if I should say this live on YouTube, but one of my family members quite often makes disparaging comments about me. But yes, those comments are disparaging, they're belittling, they make me feel like I'm not valued, like I'm not worth it, like I'm not amazing. Huh, go figure. Siska says, again, I just followed my gut. Well, congratulations, Siska and Cynthia and Kimanto, because you have all scored 300 points for correctly interpreting the meaning of the word disparaging. Now, if you're playing along at home, watching this later on YouTube, and you're thinking, how did they know? How did they know that the answer was belittling if you don't know what the word disparaging means? The clue was in the context of the sentence. Because I said that she was upset by the comment. She was upset. If it had been an encouraging comment, which is giving her support, that's picking her up. She's not going to be upset. If I had said humorous, well, humorous means funny. If somebody's being funny and making a joke, she's not going to be upset, unless she felt she was being teased, but yeah. So we can work out from the context, because we know she's upset, it must have been a belittling comment that is putting her down. Now, this type of question comes up a lot in IELTS. So if you're thinking about doing an IELTS exam, then just be aware that you do need to look for the context, because it will give you clues to what the right answer is. Okay, so we just did vocabulary for 300. We've got 2 options left. We can correct the sentence for 200, or we can have pronunciation for 300. I think we're going to save the big points for last. So right now, we're going to do correct the sentence for 200 points. Are you ready? I'm not, but you get ready, okay? Oh, this is a topical coronavirus-related sentence today that we're going to correct. And as I mentioned before, this one is to do with using question tags. So I haven't yet made you a video looking at how we know what question tag to use. So you're gonna have to follow your guts or follow your previous knowledge. Let's just have a quick look. And see, can we correct this sentence for 200 points? It's worth 200 points, ladies and gentlemen, 200 points. Having a vaccination doesn't hurt, is it? Oh, that's not right. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with the sentence. Can you find what it is? Having a vaccination doesn't hurt, is it? Something not right there. What can you do to make that sentence be a little bit better? What can we do? Having a vaccination doesn't hurt, is it? It's not quite right. Okay, we have one answer coming in. I'll give you just another couple more seconds. Let's see if we can have some more answers. Doesn't matter if you get it right or wrong, just give it a go. And a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait for it to load. And in its own good time. Time's up. Okay. Brilliant. Right as the buzzer sounded, we got one correct answer coming in. Other answers not quite there yet. So the winner of our 200-point correct the sentence question is Kimanto. Well done. His answer is having a vaccination doesn't hurt, does it? Having a vaccination doesn't hurt, does it? Okay, again, there is a clue there. The verb that we are going to use in our question tag should match the verb that we used in our statement. So if we didn't have a question tag, that is our question tag part right there. Yeah, she says. Yeah. If we took that away, having a vaccination doesn't hurt. That is a statement. Having a vaccination doesn't hurt. It's a statement. When we add a question tag, we're just checking to see if we're right because we're not quite sure. But we need to follow the same verb as we've used in our statement. So because here we've got doesn't, then the verb we're going to use is going to be the opposite of that. It's going to be the inverse. Here it's doesn't, so here it will be does. Okay? Having a vaccination doesn't hurt, does it? Okay, there we go. Well done. Do you know what? I love watching this little chat. You guys are so nice to each other, aren't you? Every time someone gets points, they're like, wow, congratulations! Yeah. I love you guys. You're all amazing. Here's a kiss for you. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well done. So we have only got one question left, and it is worth 300 points. This could make or break who wins and who loses. At the moment, I think the game is totally up in the air. It could be anybody's game. Yeah, I'm filling time while I rub it out on the back. Who is going to be the winner of today's Jeopardy game? Looking at our last question for 300 points, and it's a pronunciation question. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Where are we? Pronunciation. Oh, I don't actually need the board for this one. We can chuck it away now. Bye. It's gone. I'm going to put the lid on my pen. It's a habit. I used to be a teacher. You wouldn't believe how many of these things get broken because people don't put lids on. Have your ears at the ready and get ready to type. I am going to say a phrase, but as you know, when we speak in English as native speakers, we don't speak as clearly as I'm speaking now. We run all our words together. We don't leave a gap between the words, and it can make it really difficult to work out exactly what we are saying. So I am going to say a short phrase, and I would like you to type what you think that phrase is for 300 points. Here we go. What did you do today? What did you do today? What did you do today? I shouldn't have thrown the board away. Let's get it back. So if I wrote that while you're thinking, oh, I can't believe you guys all got that straight away. You're too good. If I wrote it how it sounds, it would look something like that. Gobbledygook, that doesn't mean anything. What'd you do today? But you've all got 300 points. You've all got the correct answer. So it is, what did you do today? What did you do today? What did you do today? If you want to sound like a native speaker, you actually have to practice becoming less clear. I know that doesn't make sense, does it? But that's the reality. When native speakers talk, we run our words together. So our phrase runs into one. And rather than saying, what did you do today, which makes me sound a little bit static and a little bit like a robot, then we need to say, what did you do today? What did you do today? What did you do today? Me and my daughter do this all the time. She likes to wait until it's after her bedtime and she's lying in bed and she doesn't want to go to sleep. So she'll start a conversation with me by saying, Mum, what did you do today? And they're like, why is she asking me this now? Why now? Go to sleep, child, go to sleep. But yeah, try saying it at home as well. Can you say, what did you do today? It's quite, you have to move your mouth quite fast. But actually the way our brains work, this kind of phrase is a phrase that we use so often that our brain will not remember this word by word. Our brain will automatically have it as one pattern for our tongue. So you just start off and it just goes, what did you do today? What did you do today? And actually slowing it down can be quite hard. What did you do today? I have to think to say that. I don't need to think to say, what did you do today? And the point when your pronunciation starts to become really fluent and really native-like is when your brain has memorized those patterns as whole phrases, as chunks of language. That's when you know you're getting there. So if you can say, what did you do today? You're well on the way to speaking English like a native speaker. All right, while I'm talking, I hope you guys have been counting. I want to know who's the winner now. So I'm going to give you a second. I'll find something random to talk about. I want you to add up your points and I want to see who is the winner today. I'll let you know what the grand prize is once I see your points come in, okay? So yeah, I hope you found today's session useful. Even though we do it in this way as a game, there's actually been quite a lot of learning content in there. So this is a really cute little way for us to be able to share some tips about grammar, but without it sounding like we're teaching grammar in a boring kind of way. We've been able to share some advice about pronunciation and about sounding more like a native speaker. And we've been able to do a little bit of work on enhancing your vocabulary. And I'm really delighted to see that things like the word of the day have made a difference to our Englop students, because I feel like you found that vocabulary section quite easy. And that makes me feel proud, actually. I'm proud of our Englop learners. I'm proud of you guys. And I'm still not seeing anyone type their scores in the comment section. Come on, you guys get the calculators out. Or have you not been keeping your scores? We may never know who won. Yeah, we may never know. At the end of the day, it's not really about the competition. It's not really about who wins, and definitely not about who loses. That's not the point of it. The point is that it's meant to be fun. It's meant to be lighthearted. It's meant to get you used to listening to native speakers talking in English. It's meant to get you thinking a little bit. And it's a way of looking at some common errors and addressing them and correcting them without being too formal. So it's just a nice, fun way to do that. And that's what we're all about at Englop. We want learning English to be something that you can actually enjoy. So I hope you did have fun. I have some results coming in. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. This is the thing with our learners. They like pulling my leg. You know the expression pulling my leg? Pulling my leg is like having a bit of a joke around with people. So Kimanto says 3,000 lol. Sorry, I didn't count my results. I'm just kidding. But it was really good fun. Thank you, Alison. And Siska's saying, thank you for everything, Alison. She says, this is totally useful. I got 1,400, and Cynthia's saying she got 1,150. Because yeah, Cynthia, you were so close on so many of those things, so I just had to give you those half points. Little bit of tweaking, a little bit more practice, and you'll absolutely be there with that. So that's really good. So I am going to say that our winner for today is Siska, because Commander was lying about his points. I know there were only a maximum. I worked it out. There were a maximum of 2,100 possible points. So if you were going to lie, you had to come up with a number lower than that. Okay, then I would have believed you. But yeah, I've had a great time. I hope you guys have had a great time too. Thank you for staying with us so late, especially those of you that are in time zones around the world where it's now really late at night. So what you need to do now is go have a snack and then go to bed, okay? If it's not nighttime still, it's the weekend. Have a snack, go to bed. Yeah? Sounds like a good plan. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go have a snack and go to bed. I've loved doing this session with you today. I hope you enjoy learning English with Englop. I hope you have had a great session, and I look forward to joining you again soon. All right, everyone say congratulations, Siska. We need some fireworks now. I have a fireworks video I haven't uploaded yet, but we need fireworks. Whee! Congratulations. And for you guys at home as well, if you're watching this back on YouTube, did you manage to beat Siska? If you're watching it on YouTube, you can tell us your points in the comments right now. Let's see, because Siska is our reigning champion at the moment. She's the target of what you're aiming to beat right now, okay? So let's see if you can knock her crown off. Yeah, knock her crown off. And yeah, absolutely. Have fun. We'll see you again next month on Englop Live. Obviously, those of you who are wanting to practice the American accent as well, you can also join in with Sasha, who will be doing Englop Live next on, I believe, the 22nd of November. So yeah, feel free to join in with that, and we'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend. Mwah, 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 mwah. See you later.